Is Neo a womanizer? Here's a better question. Is being a womanizer a good thing or a bad thing? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now today I'm responding to a clip of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who is once again very loud. So I want you guys to join this conversation because this clip is going to be triggering. Make sure you join this conversation, like the video, then subscribe to the channel because I am posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
No.
Well, let me ask
so
you a question,
what is Neo to you, Dr. B?
He's a womanizer. He cheated on his wife, and that's why she left him. He didn't cheat once. He cheated over and over again. He's a womanizer. And now what he's doing is, as a womanizer, he's gaslighting himself and that wife to make it seem like he wants polyamorous when you never wanted polyamorous from the beginning. You wanted to be married but didn't have the discipline to do it, and your wife left you because she didn't tolerate that. Maybe. And so she pivoted from you, and now you're going and he's making these other women pay for the heartbreak that he caused to himself by saying, I want to be polyamorous. That's BS. You want to be married. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the tools to do it. So now you want to make sure you put out into the world, look at me. I want to be polyamorous because I cheated. No, you failed in your marriage. You're effed up, and that's the problem. Now you need to heal from that and not have these self-project your pain onto these women about your messed up decision making. Period.
Okay.
That's it.
No.
Well, let me.
Oh my gosh, you can count on this woman to be loud and sound like she knows what she's talking about, right? Now, all this information is coming from a woman who's single, 40, and has no children. Now, the messed up part about it is, again, she sounds like she has it all together, but she wants a husband and she wants to have children. So in my mind, I'm thinking, man, like, what's wrong with this woman? Then every time I listen to her speak, I say, that's the reason why she doesn't have a man. Who the hell wants to put up with that? Now, let's get into Neo being a womanizer. First, I had to look up what a womanizer actually is. So after looking up womanizer, this is a man who engages in casual intimacy or casual sex with multiple women. Now, what makes this crazy is he lacks the discipline or the respect of these women's emotions and their well-being. Basically, he's lying to them. Now, when it comes to gaslighting, because she also used gaslighting, here is an example of what gaslighting actually looks and sounds like.
Why are you laughing? Okay, well send it. Tell me like what's going on. I'm hungry.
What the fuck you need 2 drinks for?
Because we have 2 throats. Duh.
I ain't never seen you eat that much.
Okay, I'm gonna share with my friend, and I want to share my whole meal, so I was just gonna get her own.
No, I'm not getting her. I got you.
Okay, well just still get the 2 large drinks, and just get like some fries on the side too, and I got
You're on some weird shit.
How am I on some? No, you're on some weird shit. You on some insecure shit. What the fuck?
Women never, ever, ever lie. Never do they lie.
What the fuck?
Insecure shit?
That's what I'm, yeah.
But you ain't never had friends, now you got friends.
Okay, so because I have friends now you're mad because you don't have no friends?
I'm just saying, tell that bitch to buy her own food. Or tell that nigga buy his own food.
Now it's, okay. Now it's about a nigga.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you broken ain't got it anyway, so I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Now, when we see Neo talk about his situation, because people are asking him when he's doing interviews about his situation, he's simply answering the questions because they see him with multiple girlfriends. Now, here's the major question that you really got to ask yourself. First of all, have you ever been married? Because if you've been married, then you may understand why this man was cheating on his wife. Now,
babe, if you miss this, I'm gonna divorce you.
On his wife. Now, here's another thing that if you were married, you probably would understand. Or let me say, if you were a high value man, what you would actually notice is that you do have options and your options far exceed anything you could ever think of, anything you could ever imagine. Imagine when Neo is performing, he's performing in front of a humongous crowd. I'm talking 14,000 people, right? I don't really see him showing up to clubs. Well, actually, I did see him show up to a club, but that's a whole nother situation. Now, she actually may be right about him not wanting to be married and that he had a failed marriage. Yes, all of this is true, or it can be true, but the question that we keep leaving out was he actually happily married? Or was he actually miserable? Or did this woman get what she was actually there for? Because just like the women, the girlfriends that he has, was his wife there because he was Neo? Or was she there, or did she marry him because she actually loved him for who he actually is, not because he's a man with unlimited money? We constantly hear women talk about wanting to be with a man, having standards of a man who has unlimited money. Now, again, fellas, this is a clear example of what it means to be a boss. You get to create the rules. No matter who says what, you get to be you get to be the person who creates the rules. If they don't follow, if they don't comply, then they can go work for somebody else. They can go live their life somewhere else. They don't have to follow your rules. In fact, if you get with a woman and your money is not unlimited, more than likely you're going to be living life by her rules. And depending on if that's something you can deal with or something you want to deal with, well, you'll find yourself maybe happy, but most of us find out that that's not usually what happens. Here's the other thing that she could be right about. Neo probably didn't want to be married. Poly usually means you're married to multiple people, right? You could be married as a group. You could be married to a bunch of women, and even women could be married to multiple men. Now, the messed up part about marriage is the divorce process, right? So being married to someone, right, signing a legal document means that if this business contract is broken, that the other party or parties will be given something unless stated in this business contract. I'm saying this because Neo's wife, she basically won in divorce. I mean, the things that woman got for divorcing Neo is crazy, but Neo decided, hey, you can have all that. I'm gonna go over here and live life the way I actually want to live. Now, what we noticed from his ex-wife, Neo's ex-wife, is that she doesn't like that this man leveled up even higher. He got to a point to where if he is gaslighting her, if he is trying to make his ex-wife feel bad, then he's doing a hell of a job of that. But I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he's literally just living his life the way he wants to live his life. When you've been on the status or when you've had as much success as Neo has had, we're talking about a Grammy Award winning artist and writer. He wrote Irreplaceable. He wrote a song that all women probably have on their playlist, especially when they're going through a breakup. To the left, everything you own in a box to the left. You're irreplaceable. Neo wrote that song. And he wrote songs for a whole bunch of other artists as well that were hits. I'm just pointing that out because when I listen to this woman speak, she really sounds like she has it together. She really sounds like she knows exactly what she's talking about. Now, I'm saying this and I'm being critical of her because she gave out some advice where she basically said, as a 40-year-old woman, 40-plus-year-old woman, her advice was, oh yeah, get in the shower with a man and don't have sex.
Bad together. No sex. No sex. Because you both have what the Bible says marriage requires, discipline. To take a bath together.
Hey.
And have a conversation. A little triggered over there? A little
No,
triggered?
no, I
We
just
a
gotta
little triggered
couch
over
this. I gotta couch this. Don't take that bath until y'all get that ring
Till
on
you
there.
get that discipline
yeah,
too.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Discipline.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Discipline.
You're gonna make me lose my license. Listen.
This is coming from a 40-year-old woman who we all know is not a virgin. I need y'all to think about that because, first of all, why would you put yourself in a situation with a man that you don't really want to be in? If you don't want to be intimate with that man, why put yourself in that situation in the first place? To test his discipline? Why are you testing this man's discipline? This man needs a release. Guess what he's doing with these girlfriends? He's getting a release. He's releasing all over these women just the way he wants to. And guess what? These women are happy to be there. When I see them in pictures, they're smiling. They're enjoying themselves. Why? Because they get attention, right? They get attention that they normally wouldn't get. Or they're getting attention on an elevated level. They're getting even more attention. So they're actually benefiting from this clout. And from what I understand, he's not married to them. So they can leave whenever they please. They're choosing to stay there because they see what dating is actually like. They see what
It's Valentine's Day and I'm in my feelings because I didn't even get nothing and I'm like a throat goat.
I knew you. Damn it to hell, I knew your face was familiar to me. Man, back in the day, your wife just sucked the meanest.
Actually like. They see what they're actually going to be experiencing as women out here on the dating market. They're going to be constantly out here complaining about men not having unlimited money. So some women are smart enough to realize, oh, wait a minute, this is Neo? You mean that rare guy? Oh, I gotta stay with this guy. Now, again, this does not mean that these women are loyal. This does not mean that these women are honorable, faithful, nothing. All it means is that they're there to provide a certain experience. That's what they're really doing. And that's what he's doing. He would rather experience his life a certain way. Here's something that the majority of women don't know. It is your job to keep a man. It's easy for you to get one. Your job is to keep the man coming back. Your job is to show the man that you are the best option and that there is no other option that is better than you. Now, when you hear women talk about a man cheating on them, this is something that they understand, right? They understand it when the man is cheating, when the man has been with another woman. Now she understands that. But before that happens, she doesn't even look at it like that. She doesn't even view it like that. She believes that that man should be working for her. The only issue with a man working for her is it takes time away from what he's accomplishing. It takes time away from what he's actually doing, right? A lot of women complain about the high value man not having time for them. And listen, I understand not having time or not giving a woman quality time. Trust me, I totally understand it. But I also understand what it takes to get money or have a lot of money, especially unlimited money, because women, when you get with them, you notice there's Amazon boxes at the door every day. You notice that the things that they're spending money on, you looking at it and saying, we could have did without that. We didn't need that. Every once in a while, you see something that she bought and you're like, oh, hey, this is really thoughtful. I'm so glad that you bought this. But the majority of the time, 90% of the time, you're like, damn, where's this money gonna come from? And guess what? It's coming from you. Or she wants it to come from you. If it don't come from you, oh, now you got a whole nother situation to deal with. Now, the reason I asked if you think that these women are with Neo because they love Neo, or if they're with Neo because he's a Grammy Award winning guy, the reason I'm asking you that is because I've seen women leave a relationship or leave or ruin relationships, whether it was a boyfriend, whether it was a fiance, or whether it was a husband. That woman left that man for a night, right? Think about what she's getting in that night, an experience. She's getting an experience from the guy that she actually wants to get that experience from. So when you start looking at the different dynamics of what's happening in life, the only thing you can do as a man is adapt to what's going on. Because if you do not adapt to what's going on, you will be heartbroken, you will be jealous, you will be frustrated, you will be mad and pissed off that women are not doing what you think they should be doing, which is choosing one man and staying with that man for the rest of their life, no matter what, right? That's not what you're getting. This is not what you're getting. Now, for the women that you can get this from, those women are extremely rare. And I mean extremely rare. So if you are able to get your hands on one, you may want to keep her, because the majority of these women, they going, right? If the opportunity arises, they're going. Adapt, fellas. Adapt to what's going on. Reinvent yourself. Work on your mind, your body, your finances, and your spirit. Get yourself right. Get yourself to an elevated position in life, in your life. Because when you do that, when you are the boss, you get to create the rules. It doesn't matter what you do or what you don't do. People will have an opinion about whatever it is that's going on. It doesn't matter what you do. People will have an opinion about what you're doing with your life. You know what's important? What you choose to do with your life, because people will either follow it or not. And in Neo's case, I don't think he really cares if people are following his life or his lifestyle, because when you are winning Grammys, when you're writing hit songs for Beyonce, like, you know, and again, he wrote way more songs for way more artists than Beyonce. I'm just using that because he also wrote for Chris Brown as well. I'm just saying these things because it's important for us to know exactly what's going on. If the women were trustworthy, loyal, honorable, fit, feminine, friendly, and they did the things that made a man feel great, this woman and all the venom that she spit out, right, it would be justified. It would sound great. I would feel bad. But the way she's using womanizer, the way she's using it is making me say, damn, is being a womanizer really that bad? Because how many women are actually staying in their long-term relationships? How many women are making the best of their long-term relationships? How many women are not emotionally leaving their long-term relationships? How many? I don't know, but I got a question for you. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Peace.